In today's video, we're going to talk about whether to snip or not to snip. Hi, I'm Robin. Welcome to Robin's Container Gardens. Now, I'm going to interrupt this video really quick, but I wanted to say to you guys, we just found out on Tuesday that the channel has actually reached 100 subscribers. 100! Can you believe that? Almost like over the moon. I just wanted to say thank you so much for believing in the channel and enjoying the channel, and I hope you enjoy it for a long time to come. So now, back to the video. The age-old question, do we snip our peppers or do we not snip them? I know the official word is top, but I like snip. I don't know why, it just comes out that way. So I've got some peppers here that I've been growing for a while, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about each one of them and whether or not I'm going to top them. Now, I'm going to give you some pros and cons about topping peppers, and at the end of the video I'm going to tell you the right answer. So, stay tuned. Now you can see this one, this YOLO, has got several leaves that we need to figure out what we're going to do with that. Some of them have more than others, and these are also ones that are going to have a decision made about their haircuts today. So I think I need to explain to you something though before I get started. You'll see an arch behind or around me, and you'll notice that it is not up against the house because we decided to move it. It wasn't close enough to the house for our liking. We couldn't, because of the foundation, get it as close as we wanted it. So we just decided to move it. I said in my last video that we didn't have a natural place for a garden arch, and it turns out we actually do. So we're still going to grow pumpkins up the arch on the outsides, and I'm still going to grow flowers, but I'm just going to put them in containers right on the inside, so they'll still have enough room to grow, and we can still get past them when we need to. So watch the space and we'll see how this turns out. This gets enough good morning sun, and we get some afternoon sun coming from behind me, because that's actually north. I know that sounds crazy that we get sun from that side, but we will get some summer sun when the sun goes down, because it tends to go down just about over there. So that explains that. I just didn't want you to get confused. So we're talking about topping peppers today. Now there's two camps, very solid, controversial camps in the gardening world about topping or not topping. Some people believe that if you don't top your peppers, they give you more fruit, and that they end up being healthier plants. The people who support topping actually feel that once you take that growing tip off, which you do with beans and other things in the garden, you take that growing tip off and it will encourage side shoots, and that makes the plant more stable, and it gives you more blossoms, which hopefully will turn into fruit. Now I'll tell you what the RHS says. The RHS actually reads like this. It says, quote, pinch out the growing tip when plants are about 20 centimeters or 8 inches tall to encourage branching, which should lead to more fruit. Side shoots, which are the shoots that form between the main stem and leaves, can be further pinched back if you want even more but smaller fruits. You may need to stake plants if they produce a heavy crop of large peppers. Unquote. So, if you're an RHS follower, they recommend topping. I'll tell you what I do, and I top. I topped last year, and we ended up with some really beautiful fruits. And we actually had all of our bell peppers outside last year, and we still got a really good crop. So you may have yours in a greenhouse or a polytunnel, or even in a conservatory, and that may work out really well for you, but I don't have that luxury of having those kind of outside buildings. We are putting up a half greenhouse, which is like got a polytunnel kind of cover over it, but I'm not going to have enough room in there to do the potting as well as growing a bunch of stuff in there. So we are going to grow our peppers outside again this year and see what happens. What I will do this year that I didn't do last year is I'm going to pick them when they're a little bit still green, when there's maybe a flush of red on them, because the longer you leave them on, the more energy they put into the fruit and less energy they put into smaller fruits. So my plan is to go ahead and take those green peppers off, because you can still use the green peppers, is to take the green peppers off and let them ripen on the kitchen windowsill or in a box with some banana peels or banana peels, I don't know, one or the other, either bananas or banana peels. Banana peels will be involved one way or another. So what we're going to do is I'm going to talk to you about when to top your peppers and the best way to do it if you decide to do that. Now, this is a Yola Wonder bell pepper, and I got the seeds for this off of Premier Seeds Direct. Big surprise, I know, but these are the seedling leaves down here, and they'll shrivel up eventually. Now, this has got 1 set, 2 sets of true leaves. So I'm going to take off above the 3rd set of true leaves. And the reason I'm going to do that is I want to see how the side shoots will start to develop. Now, you can't see this very well. I'll do a close-up of this in a minute. There's some side shoots already developing here and here. I see one here, and there's one there. So they're already developing side shoots. And I think the thought process behind this is that if you take the top growing tip off, side shoots will get more energy from the way that the plant develops. So that way the side shoots will come out bigger, and they actually don't need a huge strong stake. We put a very small, just a really like pencil thin 4-foot stake on them last year, and they did fine. I actually don't think that they needed it after a while, but we just left it because it was convenient. So what I'm going to do, it feels really brutal to do this. So we count up 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to snip it right there. I'm sorry. So this I'm going to put in the compost. So I'm going to put that in that little bucket. And it feels brutal. It feels like you work so hard to nurture these plants and to get them up to a nice, lovely size as these are. And then you're just like taking the growing tip off. But I believe in this, and I know that it works for me. So now we're going to do another yellow pepper. We're going to count his true leaves. 1, 2 true leaves. He's only got 3 sets of true leaves. He's got another set coming in right there, but he's not really as big as the other one. So I'm actually going to leave him for now. I'm going to wait until that 3rd set of leaves come, or that 4th set of leaves start to come up, and then I'll snip him. So he gets a reprieve today. This one, he's awfully leggy, or he feels leggy to me. He's in the same boat as this one, and these all are Yola Wonders. So I'm actually going to leave him as well. I'm going to see, he's got some side shoots just kind of starting here in the little shoulders. So I'm just going to leave him a little bit longer. He's going to get a little bit of a reprieve as well. So that's the Yola Wonders done. Now the next ones I'm going to do are, these were saved seed from Supermarket, the long sweet red Italian peppers. And I saved seed from them because I thought these were fantastic. But I also wanted to see if I could save something that I got from the supermarket and grow it, and it turns out I can. So I'm actually going to top him after his 2nd set of true leaves. And the reason I'm doing that is because he's really tall, and I want to encourage him to grow out this way a little bit. So this is his 1st true set, and then he's actually got another true set on the front, which is making him lean a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, oh, I hate doing this. I'm so sorry, love. I'm just going to snip him right there and see what happens. I've got other seeds. Not going to be the end of the world if it doesn't work. But I'm going to put those in because I'm going to put those in the compost. So that's one of them. So I've got 2 of him. And here's 1 set. And I think that's actually, is that a snip shoot? He's growing quite a bit of stuff actually, now that I'm looking at him. You may not be able to see this, but he's got some growth this way. So this would, I would consider that his first set of true leaves. And I'm gonna say this is another set of true leaves, but what I might do is just cut him off right here. I'm gonna go ahead and top him down here. Oh, I don't know, should I do it? He's awfully tall. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, no, I'm just gonna do it. Oh boy. The decision is really hard. I mean, even if you believe in it, it's still a difficult decision to make. So without that, he's gonna be there. I'm gonna do it. I hope I don't regret that. We'll see how it goes. We'll keep an eye on it and see how he grows. So that's the mystery Italian peppers. Now these are my chili peppers. And the chili peppers I got from direct seeds. So these are purchased seeds. And I'm going to do the same as I did with Yellow Wonder. I'm going to count up 3 sets. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to take this bit up off the top right here. Just enough to snip it down. And that's him done. I'm sorry. And then we've got another one, another Anaheim. And the reason I'm going Anaheims is because the Anaheims are chili peppers, and I need those for the salsas for the Grow With Me series that we're doing. And I'll put a link to the Grow With Me video at the end of this video so you can have a look at that if you haven't seen it yet. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. So he's actually quite tall up here. And so I'm going to try to put this where you can see it better. So 1, 2, 3 sets, and I'm going to take him off right here. Right there. Now, like I said, it feels really brutal, but it's not as brutal as you think it is. In probably a week's time, we should start seeing some side shoots coming out. And what I'll do is I'll put pictures of them on my Instagram page and on my Facebook page, and there's links to those down in the descriptions. And we'll see how these side shoots go. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of my flowers that have started to open up. I'm going to show you my garlic that's round back in containers, and I'm going to show you some snowdrops. So I'll show those to you, and you'll just come back here and I'll say goodbye. These are my Iris reticulata. Thanks, Niall, for the recommendation. You'll see there's crocus leaves and daffodil leaves and some tulip shoots down here. You'll see a better one in another bed. But 2 of these only came up today, so aren't they beautiful? They're just so gorgeous. Now in this pot here, you can see that big tulip shoot there. I've got a different kind of iris. It's called Eye of the Tiger, and that's what these ones are going to be. But they haven't flowered yet, and I can see some tulips and some daffodils starting to push up there as well, but there's no flowering in this pot yet. And we've got 1 here and then 3 more here that they're going to open tomorrow, I think. So by the time this video comes out, they'll be open, I think. So they are absolutely gorgeous. I love this yellow. Look at the yellow on that. Uh-oh, that's out of focus, sorry. That is so beautiful. I just love that. It's just a pop of color, and it's so pretty. And then we've got the daffodils here, and the daffodils are opening. There's one there that's open, that's about to open, and there's a few more that are on the cusp. I didn't plant these were already in the ground when we moved into the house. And then there's some bluebell leaves down there too, so we'll get some bluebells this year. So that's here. And this is my hydrangea. It is teensy. It was brand new last year, full of flower when I bought it, and then I thought it died. But in January I noticed it was starting to get green shoots back, and oh my goodness, it's just burst into life. It is absolutely gorgeous. I pruned some dead flowers off it yesterday, but I think it's actually going to get bigger this year. I'm so excited. I love hydrangeas. They remind me of my grandmother. She had hydrangea bushes on either side of her porch when I was growing up, and I always think about her when I see them. So I'm really happy that this one's come back to life. It's a bit messy back here, but we'll get it all sorted. The half greenhouse is going to go back here, and most of my containers will be back here. But these are my garlic. These are the smaller variety. They're all hardneck porcelain, but some of them were smaller than others. One didn't come up in this pot here, and then there was one over here that just shriveled, so he's not going to make it. But that leaves 5 for that bucket, or that pot. And then one of these didn't come up. You can see where that one's missing. But these are 3 of the larger ones, the variety of hardneck porcelain. So those are doing great. They were the first ones that came up. And then this one here, this is my one of my 10-gallon fabric containers. And then this one here has all but one, and where he's missing is right there. So you can see where he's missing. But these are all, they all look amazing. I can't believe that they're surviving as good as they are in the weather and the stuff we've had. So I'm going to show you my snowbells, my snowdrops now. I'm also showing you my herbs I've got growing in the window. That's my dill. And there's the basil and something else. I can't remember what's in that one. I'll put it on the video. And these are in the sunshine. Now let's see what they look like underneath. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Look how gorgeous that is. Oh, it's so pretty. They just look so delicate. They're amazing, aren't they? Now, I told you at the beginning of the video that I would tell you the right way to do this at the end of this video. And the right way is whatever way you want to do it. Because it's your garden, it's your plants. You're putting your energy and your love and tender care into all of your plants, and you get to make the decision on how you do things yourself. You experiment, everything's an experiment. You experiment to see what works, what doesn't work, and you get to make the decision. So no matter what the RHS says, no matter what I say or anybody else out there, if you want to top your peppers, top them. If you don't want to top your peppers, don't top them. You make your own decision about what you want to do in your own garden. So that's the right way to do things, because it's your garden and you get to make the choices. So that's the right way, and until next time, take care, stay safe. Bye, y'all.